Jay, a topsy-turvy game, entertaining for supporters, I guess, but we should have been ahead at half-time, shouldn't we? Or at least not 2-0 down.
Which is hard to say, when you're 2-0 down. Our fault. We started the game really well on the front foot. We kind of gave the boys a lot of instructions, and first and foremost, Oxford are a good side. If you give them time and let them play, they're a good side. I thought we stopped them doing that. And to be honest, large periods of the first sort of half hour, we were in their half and we had some real good chances. You have to take them. At that point, we didn't. Rubens had a great header and there was things flashing across the box and we never quite got on the end. And then we switched off. We switched off and we conceded, but we kept going. The disappointing one for me was really the second one. I just felt from a set piece with a minute to go. That was disappointing. But look, I'm not going to be harsh on the lads. We've shown good character. We've ended up with people playing all over the park, and defensively we made about 3 changes. So it's the way it's going. But we showed great character. I'm disappointed not to get 3 points, but at 2-0 down to come back, it shows great character.
Yeah, no, and 2 cracking goals, weren't they?
Yeah, look, we've got quality in good areas. Ruben's come in, and I think that's might be 2 in 3 games or whatever. And he does that regularly in training. He comes in, as soon as he come in, I said to we knew it was in sort of thing as it left his foot. But and probably the easier chance he's header, so he'll be disappointed from that. And then Santos, I thought he was excellent today, with a great strike. So just glad we've not then gone on and won the game. But at 2-0 down, you take the point and we move on.
Game got a bit disrupted through injuries after that point, didn't it? Really?
Yeah, it was a nightmare to be honest. We lost Faggy at half time with a groin injury. Joe Torrey comes on, gets a ball to the head, has to go off with hopefully not concussion, but we had to be precautions. Santos was limping. I'm trying to think who else. Gardy with his groin again. So it's frustrating because we've had to sort of move people about. But there were some good performances out there. I thought Waggy come in and gave a good assured performance in there. That older head talking the younger ones through it. You got to look though. I mean, Luke Collins has ended up sort of centre mid, left wing. It was frustrating, but
Joe Turner full back again.
Joe Turner, yeah, Craig at centre half, and that's the way it's going for us in that position. We've been trying to get another centre half in all week. It's just the way it's gone for us. But like I say, we could have. I just relate to the boys in there. I think the Hampton game we rolled over. Today we've come out and shown real character. Yes, we shouldn't be conceding the 2 goals. There's no doubt about it, but I believe with a proper back 4 we probably wouldn't, but at the moment we are where we are.
Where are we with Swifty?
Swifty saw a specialist today. He needs to he's got a couple of options injection wise and things like that, so he's seen another specialist at the start of the week, and then hopefully next Saturday he'll have something done. We're hoping it's not an operation.
Right.
It's just a frustrating injury
that proved an expensive. I know it wasn't deliberate, obviously, but at Corinthian that was proved an expensive injury, didn't it?
It has, and I'm gutted for him because he's been excellent and he gives us that balance with the left side, and him and Sonny were forming out a good partnership. So, but we just got to make sure he's right, and that's it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Joe Tyree now, we'll have to look how he is because we said injury. So we're going to have to. Parky's getting there, but we're going to have to look at getting someone in really.
And then we lost James Taylor just before.
I forgot about James Taylor. Yeah, in the warm up, he's gone over on his ankle, and it ballooned up, so we lost him. And that's the frustrating thing. We've had a week's training. We've worked on everything shape and what we're asking the boys to do, and then in the warm up you lose him. Santos was starting on the bench, but as it happens, he come on, and that's the way things work. Sometimes you've got to come on and take your chances, and he did that. But yeah, it's frustrating because James obviously is what James does. It was sort of him and Waggy, I think, would have really made us nice and solid in there with that experience. But it is what it is. We can't be 2 down. At 2-0 down, a point's good.
Yeah.
And we've just got to move on, and we've got a big game next week.
And you say Oxford are a skillful side, we know that, they've always played good football, but how many saves has Johnny really had to make?
I'll keep saying it, we've got a good squad. When everyone's fit, we have a very, very good squad that I think can have a good season. We've just not been able to get that squad out there. So I know people get frustrated and you hear mumblings at 2-0 down, but it's when you're asking people to play out of position and you're constantly changing, it's difficult. We've not once this season had everyone available. If you look at the first game of the season against Weymouth, we had no Swifty, no Manny when he was here. We've not had one game where we've had everyone available or been able to play back to back the same team. So it's the way it's going for us. But listen, we just got to dust ourselves down, get on. We're still picking up points with everyone out, and that's a real positive sign. If we were losing every week, then you're worried, but we're still picking up points, and we're in a good position. Did we deserve 3 points today? Probably on the sort of amount of chances and the game, but fair play to Oxford, they took their chances when they had them, and we have to settle for a point.
Settle for a point, yeah. So really exciting game to look forward to next week. Away at Dartford will be very difficult, of course, but as we say, every game is difficult. But Dartford in particular is always, it's quite an intimidating atmosphere at that stadium. I always feel, the way they've constructed it. So it's always difficult to get too much there, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been quite lucky in the past there, but
that's good to hear.
Yeah, so hopefully that carries on. But no, we had the same thing at Dover, didn't we? And everyone sort of said, it's a tough place. It is a tough place. Douse is a very experienced manager, known him for years, know a lot of their players. They've picked up some good results the last few weeks, sort of 4 wins on the bounce or whatever it is, and moved them right up the league. I'm not sure they got on today. But yeah, we have to prepare. We've got a week now. We've got to nurse the ones that need it. Probably have to look at getting a couple in, which I'm not a big fan of taking loads of loans, but we're at that stage where we're having to look at it. So, but look, there's loads of positives today, and there's the negatives always, but we've got to look at the positives, and we can now look forward to a week's training and a big game Saturday.
Sure, absolutely. Thanks very much,
Thanks, Jim. Pleasure.
Thanks a lot.